Is it clear? It's like thinking. We are live. It's a go.
Yes.
Yay! Welcome to Vibrant Expressions. We're here. Every time I say that, I feel like 30 people are gonna walk into my front door and just like take a seat. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, come on, cooperate. Why aren't you showing up?
Mine did. I just don't know how to do like how you show the comments. Over here. What is?
This one's not showing it, but oh well. Nothing I can really do about that. I'll just do it on my phone. If you got notified and you're here, yay! Welcome, welcome. Yes, I can see it here.
Jean said hello, just letting you know you're being watched.
Hi, Jean. Let me see if I can make you a moderator.
Can you?
Go to channel. Why isn't this working? It's not working, so we'll figure it out for next time. But thank you for being here. All right, so funny story. The other day I was in the kitchen cooking and I just had this urge to go live on my YouTube channel and just catch everybody off guard by being like, hey, today's medium is chicken.
What?
And just like make the chicken piccata live. Simply because I was curious of like how many people were gonna stick around all the way to the rest of the recipe, because if they were gonna stick around, then think about it. We can make resin, we can make food, you know? If you come home from work and you don't have time to make a resin piece.
Cooking channel.
Right, just click on Vibrant Expressions. Stir fry with Vibrant Expressions. I'm just saying, I got you. All right, so today we are working with a 16 by 40 inch canvas. I put it on there and asked you guys, I put it on the YouTube, I put it on Facebook and asked you guys what color you guys would like to see as a background, whether it was black or white, and everybody except for like 2 people voted black, so we are going with black because I'm here for you. So I did want to go over a couple of things. The way that I prepped this is get yourself some sanding paper or one of these blocks. It's the same thing and it's easier to use. Yes.
That's weird.
And what you want is 220 grit. That's so that you don't take too much material off. And then just spray paint. You always want to stick to, let's see, flat paint. You don't want anything with too much shine. Flat works the best.
Is it flat not like a matte?
Yeah, I think it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The other thing that I wanted to mention is some people don't like it when the resin falls over and you can see it on the sides. If you would like to tape it, the tape that I recommend is aluminum tape. It's amazing and it doesn't lose its, like it's not too flexible, so it won't fall in on you when you come in with the heat. It will stay strong and it comes off pretty easily. All right, today we are working with amazing stone coat, their art coat, and I'm excited. I haven't used it yet. It's our first time. So.
Oh snap!
I did, however, use their base white and their base black on the amazing Zeus last week, and it was phenomenal. So I'm excited to put them together and see what kind of magic we can make happen today.
You know what you should have done? You should have had like a poll on Instagram where like you had like them like pick out the name for it.
True, we'll do that in the future. This is Jules, by the way,
Hi.
my lovely young assistant. She's 14 and we're teaching her the trade very young, so by the time she's older and she can actually afford resin, she'll be a pro.
Yeah.
Okay, as far as holding your pieces up while you're working on them, I personally prefer plastic solo cups. And Amazon sells these. They're made out of silicone, which is great because you can actually remove the resin once it's dry off of them easily. But I don't like using them because when I work, I mostly work outside, and the floor is a little bit tilted. When you're not completely even, you can't really add height to this. You're stuck at that. But with solo cups, if one side is higher and one side is lower, double it up, gain some height. So that's why I stick with these versus these. But these are amazing too. Next step, level. Make sure your canvas is level, or because it takes so long to dry, it will literally run off your sides and you will lose it. So that's very important. Okay, dokes. Today we're working with Stone Coats White, Stone Coats Black. We are also working with Stone Coats Bright Silver Metallic, and I'll bring you in closer. I'm just kind of going over what we're doing, and then I'll set you guys up right here so you can see it up close and personal. And I am working with red. I wanted a really punchy red, if that's a thing, punchy. So I'm using Bombay red. It's an India ink, and it's the same as the teal that I used in Zeus. It's very, very red. Because with a black background, you need something that you're actually going to see. And then I may add a little bit of Mayron silver, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see how this silver does first. All right, and now to the, as far as mixing. This is a 1-to-1 part resin, meaning you need equal parts of one and the other. And if you didn't see my last one, my last episode, it's perfectly okay to use plastic solo cups to mix your resin. If that's all you got, it works. I use it for a long time. But then I saw Erica on ATD, Artist Till Death. Check them out, they're awesome. She was using these, and they're amazing because they have all the measurements on the side, and you know exactly what you have and what you're working with. So, one is the resin and one is the hardener. The second you mix them together, you have a certain working time to finish it. You can't just mix it and go do something and then come back later and continue. So once you pour them together, you're committed. Are you committed? I'm committed.
Yeah, I'm committed.
Want some gloves?
Sure. Maybe a surgical today.
There you go. That's when you know it's like serious business.
Hit a snap. Snap with everything.
All right. As far as stir sticks, I use these. I guess you can call them tongue depressors. You can buy them in bulk. But if you check out Artist Till Death, if you go to their website, they actually sell their own plastic ones, and that way you can reuse them because the resin literally peels right off after it's dry. So I'm actually going to purchase some of those myself in the near future. Okie dokes. Do you want to do the honors? Or do you want me to do it? I'll do it. We're going to go with,
Yeah, I'm kind of scared.
I'm going to do 20 ounces just to be safe. It's better to have more than not have enough, because if you don't have enough, then you got to mix some more, and that just kind of takes away from your work time. So let's do that. So we're doing 10 ounces of one and 10 ounces of the other. And just so that I don't make the same mistake I did last time, we're going to put this guy away.
I was just about to say that.
I just remembered, I'm like, let's not do that again.
Terry said hi, girls.
Hello.
Hi.
Okie dokes. So like I said, I have not used Stone Coat's resin till today, so I'm very excited because I've heard nothing but great things about it. And if you go to their website, it's stonecoatcountertops.com. All of their products are listed there. If you ever need anything from them, their customer service is amazing. Very easy to work with. Shipments come in fast. They're packed amazingly, so no complaints. So now you got 3 minutes on that. And when you mix it, take your time with it. Just because you mix it faster doesn't mean it mixes better. By mixing it faster, you're just creating more bubbles. But always make sure as you're mixing, you scrape the sides as you go so that you get as much of it mixed as evenly as possible. The reason why these are amazing is because when you work with solo cups to mix your resin, whatever's left over, like it just hardens and you gotta throw it out basically. But to save, this is what I used on here and this is what was left. I let it dry completely, fully cure, and voila, okay? So it's clean, just kind of get the edges and everything, and you can reuse it over and over and over. That's the amazing thing about these. Resin sticks to literally everything except for most of plastics. So, okie dokes. How you doing over there? Let me see. I'm gonna bring you guys in here in a little bit. Actually, I think I'll bring you guys in now before we start separating these. You know what? I changed my mind. We're gonna put the colors first. Here, separate these.
How much you need?
We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just in case we use that Maron.
Alrighty. We got one extra.
Okay. Rule of thumb, what everybody says is the best when it comes to mixing your resin is 3 minutes, and that's when you know it's pretty fully mixed. A lot of them, when you put one on top of the other, it gets cloudy, and when I know I'm golden is when it's clear. Like you see it get from cloudy to clear as you're stirring. Next weekend, we're gonna go live again, and I'm going to have the lovely Miss Jules do her first resin piece along with me, so that you guys can see that although resin sounds very intimidating, it's really not. Like once you get the hang of it, it's not that intimidating.
I mean, it don't look that hard.
Yeah, but a lot of people, like a lot of people that are on the art sites that I'm on work with acrylic only.
Yeah.
And they would like to do like a clear coat of resin, and it's just like anything you try for the first time. It's kind of scary because once you put it on, you can't take it off, you know.
Yeah.
So it's I think it's the commitment that scares a lot of people. But also the cool thing with resin is if you create something and you're not, 100% happy with it, once it hardens, cover it up. You can just do another piece right on top of it, like it was never there. So that is one beautiful thing about it. We are almost there. So, you excited? What colors are you going to use for yours?
Well, it depends on what base we're gonna do.
You can choose your base.
So, if it's like, well, my colors I want to be black, red, and blue.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember that from last
Yeah.
time you did say you wanted to mix them. I'm excited to see that.
Terry said, I'm guilty of not mixing the whole time, but I do mix till it's clear.
As long as it's clear, 9 times out of 10, you're there, even if it's not 3 minutes. I don't always go, I don't time myself or anything like that. You just get in the habit of kind of feeling it out and seeing, As long as you scrape your sides, scrape your bottom as you go, and you got it all good, then you're good.
How long have you been doing this for?
I started working with resin back in November of last year. I started out by looking up how to make your own coasters, and that's when I discovered resin. And I started making coasters, and that was cool, but I wanted more. So then I started making plaques, and that was cool, but again, I wanted more. And then I got into canvas, and I went online, searched a ton of videos. That's how I discovered Artists Till Death. They're amazing. They have a ton of videos that will teach you how to work with this stuff. And yeah, I just bit the bullet one day, bought myself some resin, bought some acrylic paint. I started with acrylics and some mica powders. And I mean, my first pieces weren't amazing, but I progressively got better, or so I think. I'll show you guys this one a little bit up close in a little while. All right, I think we're there. So let's just do it. There's no recipe to how much you need per color. Just try it out. This is why I like to save a little bit of clear that I do not mix with color, so that if you decide that you want more color, you can just mix it real quick. I'm gonna save this for, there's like a little something in there. No, you can't ruin my piece. I won't let you. Alright, so I pretty much got about a half of these. The reason I wanted to go over it again, the reason why I'm using paper cups is because, like I was telling you last time, plastic cups are great. If that's all you got, they're phenomenal. The only difference is when you go to pour, because you can't squeeze the edges, you get a lot more to pour out of this versus being able to just do this, and then your pouring area is much smaller, so your lines can be a lot more defined. So you don't get just like a blob. So that's why I prefer those. Okie dokes. Let's save some on the side. When you pour your base coat, you don't want it to be too thick, because what I've found by making mine too thick a bunch of times is that the color that you end up putting on top actually ends up sinking into it because you have just way too much going on. So try to keep it just a very thin layer, and the only reason why we're even doing a base coat is so that the rest of the resin and colors have something to slide on, because otherwise you won't get, you know, if you want those feathering effects, you need to have something to slide on. Okay.
Terry said anything you make is beautiful.
Aw, thank you, Terry.
And
I try.
Paper cups was Terry's newest upgrade.
Yes, I actually just switched to paper cups not that long ago myself, and they are amazing. I'm glad I did. Because I always was so upset that I couldn't get, you know, the pretty thin lines. This is your best friend, alcohol.
I don't like the smell.
You don't like the smell?
No.
Well, you shouldn't sniff it.
Well, it just tastes like I gotta use it.
Yes, it has a strong smell. Okay, so we're gonna go, you can come in. We're gonna go with our black. I know you guys can't see this, I didn't think it through too much with my canvas being so big, so we're gonna put about this much of black. Again, there's no exact recipe for how much color you want to add to your resin. What they say is 10% of the volume of resin that you use is the amount of color you should put in. But it's one of those things, just like in cooking, you eyeball it, you feel it out. If you put too much, it will thicken and actually start hardening up a lot faster. So you don't want to do that. We are going to do our white. You can go. My father-in-law, everybody. All right. to work outside. Like my studio setup is outside on my patio, on my pool patio. It's enclosed, so it keeps the bugs out. But I didn't want to do this with you guys out there because we are in Florida and it literally might rain in any second. And there's bugs, and there's wind, and there's every background noise that I don't think you guys want to hear. So we're in my living room, or dining room. Alright, you can get started on this. Same thing, make sure you get the sides real good, and it doesn't have to be very fast. Again, bright silver metallics by Stone Coat. That was the base white, which is amazing, causes incredible lacing, best I've seen so far. And the base black, same thing, amazing. Check them out for sure.
Terry said, had problems getting thin lines to all the learning process.
Say that again?
Had problems getting thin lines to all learning process.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You're not gonna come into working with resin and, well, you might, I don't know, but I didn't, and be amazing the first time around. No matter how many videos you watch, no matter how ready you think you are, you're literally going to have to learn through trial and error and just experimenting, just with, you know, a lot of things. Okay. Let me see.
Can't speak today.
You can't speak or I can't speak?
I can't speak.
Do you have color on you? Okay.
No.
Don't be directly on it, just kind of keep it a little bit more in front of you. You don't want to breathe this stuff in, like be right over it. Also, if you do this, art safely and do it in areas that are very well ventilated because this stuff can be very dangerous for you. Especially the mica powders, because when you put them in and then you start stirring, it just kind of goes if you do it too fast. And I promise I'll bring you guys in a little bit closer so that you can see the canvas and what we're doing. Because that was one thing that everybody told me about my last video, so all a learning curve. Alright, now we're doing red. As far as this goes, it has a little, I think it's called a pipette, if I'm saying it right. Looks like that. This little thing.
Oh.
Can't really do the 10% on this since it's liquid, but you just kind of eyeball it till you get to the, so the color is not so see-through, basically. Can't find my words today, but I can English, I promise.
I've noticed all the micro, like the powders, that like when you mix it, it has like that marble effect.
Yeah, it's very pretty. You can show them, I'm not sure if they can see it, but you can try.
Part 2. I'm thinking like.
You can watch it in the tablet.
It's a little bit hard, but because I don't want to pour it now.
Yeah, just pour it on the camera, that would be no good. This is that red, and I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of see-through. Camera doesn't want to focus.
It will be interesting to see how the bright silver from Stone Coats look. I have the deep silver and it's really beautiful.
I have that deep silver too. I was gonna use it. I was just afraid that it was a little bit too dark for the black background, so I went with the lighter one, and we'll see how I feel about it. But so far, zero complaints about their products. I've been getting really amazing results. Okay, this was saved for Mayron, right?
Yeah.
Okie dokes. I'm nervous. Normally, I noticed about myself, I tend to start from the middle and go out with my designs.
Yeah.
So this time, because I'm gonna try and keep it a negative space piece, which is very hard because when you get selling that amazing, you just want to keep going and cover the whole thing. But we want some negative space. I think I'm going to start from the side and see how it goes from there. We'll play it by ear. I think we should bring them in closer since once I turn this heat gun on, it might be a little loud because you guys are gonna be a lot closer. So maybe, you know, turn on the volume a little bit. You want to show them that up close a little bit?
Yep. I can show you guys Zeus.
You can move a little faster and back up a little bit. There you go.
How big is this one?
That is 16 by 58 or 14 by 58, I believe. All right, let's see what we're working here. Sorry guys, but I wanted you to really see what we're doing, so
Yes.
I think that's good. Can you see me now? Do you think that tablet will reach? Oh, you can see it here, never mind. I was curious on how it looks.
I mean, yeah, the wire's long enough, but.
All right. So, here we go. Again, you don't want a ton, you don't want to drown it, you just want enough to cover it in a very thin layer. And in order to get most of it out, I just kind of let it chill like that for a little bit. And let all, so you can get as much as possible out of it.
It's a lot to read.
Where are you?
No.
Because with exchange shipping and custom charges a bit pricey aside for me. I agree. I've actually heard a lot of people from Australia interested in buying the product, but it's very expensive to get it sent over there. However, if you can find a bunch of people to put in a larger order along with you, it might be worth it.
Wait, Canada?
Canada, Australia, and I know they ship to different places.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
The red matches your hair.
Ha! Thank you. Yes, it does. All right. Leave this in there. Don't throw it out because it's what you're going to use. Can you see me? Yeah. It's what you're going to use to grab, to pull it out like you saw me do earlier. So just kind of put this on the side, let it dry till tomorrow, 24 hours or so, and then just peel it off. It's magic. Okay, this is the part where you get up in there. A lot of people use these to spread it out. I'm not a fan of that. I like my hand and my work. Heat it first to get rid of the bubbles. You see all the bubbles popping?
Yeah, me too.
And here we go. Now you just kind of, you know what? You do this side and I'll do this side. Don't throw too much of it like over the edge. Just kind of bring it to the edge and kind of go like this.
Like glide it?
Yeah. Don't be afraid of it.
I know it's just like, I want to kind of like even it out.
It's self-leveling, so even if it has lumps and bumps, as soon as we bring the heat gun back over it, it will level itself out. That's the beauty of resin.
Okay.
I'm not not sure, like I'm not normally nervous when I make pieces, but I'm very nervous for this one. I don't know why. Because I'm trying something new and coming at it from a different angle. I actually enjoy this part. I find it therapeutic.
Yeah.
And if you feel it's thin in certain areas, you can drag some from the middle towards it. There you go. All right. Okay, let's see inspection time. How'd you do? Great, you got it all. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, when you take your glove off, do it over the canvas, because if you do it like this and you splatter it everywhere, and simply just do that. That's it. All right. With your other hand that has a glove on, not this one because it's sticky, turn that on and slowly go like this, all the way up. There you go. Oh, you're in it. Let me see. You can be like this far from it. See all the bubbles popping?
Yeah.
And then this is, as you heat it up is when it starts leveling itself out and you don't have to worry about all the holes and everything, or it being uneven. Even if you get more bubbles pop up, we'll go over it again as we're working. So. Okay, now I'm scared. I don't have a plan, guys. Anybody say anything else? It says it's still going, but the camera's not working.
Unplug and plug it back in. Because the light just flickered.
And we're back. Are you guys still here?
Yeah, it's 5
Sorry about that. Not really sure what happened there. If you guys can see us back on, please comment and tell us we're back on.
Yeah, I said I see you now.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that. Very new at this. It's a brand new camera too, so we're gonna have to figure out a way to not have all these glitches.
At least we work in crazy conditions.
Good thing Resin gives us a good time to work, especially this one, from what I've heard. So, take 2.
My heart was racing.
I know, right? I was like, no, what are you doing? I'm not great with computers either, so that didn't help. Okay. Back to not knowing what I'm doing. Here we go. hopefully magic happens. And we use the heat gun to push our colors where we want them to go. Can you see that pretty clear, or do we need to come in closer with the camera?
A little bit closer.
That's pretty fabulous. I can work with that. I'm just gonna go in little by little and let it develop and see if I like it. Because you can always add, but you can't subtract. Figured if I put the red on top of the white, maybe it'll pop more.
Yeah.
Look at themselves.
Yeah, it's like they touch, but they don't want to mix.
Yeah.
Like when you do it, it's like, it's cool.
Yeah,
like the
right?
video is.
Isn't that beautiful? I love that right there.
Yeah.
You can come in a little, just with your hand, yeah. I'm going to go over this one a little bit more and do the same thing with the white. This white from Stone Coat is unbelievable. The lacing it does is mind-blowing. If you guys are commenting and I don't see it right now, I apologize. All right, where do we want to go with this? Do we want to go this way?
Wondering Art said hi to Scott here in town.
Hi, Wondering Art. How are you, dear? Here.
And then G said, oh, that's a heat gun, not a hair dryer.
Yeah, it's a heat gun. We're gonna go on the bottom a little bit. I'm liking that so far though, a lot. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so pretty. I'm so excited. I don't know if that's clear enough for you guys.
I mean, on that camera it was clear.
I always let me see what the question is. Small or large round. For the most part, I work with this one. And the reason why I work with this one is because I can be very in control of where I'm pushing my colors.
Sorry, I'm not reading the comments.
It's okay.
Do back and forth.
Where do we want to go? I don't really know what my plan is. So,
Jean said it's flowing quite nicely.
Thank you, Jean.
It is actually. It looks really good.
Good thing I saved some resin because I think I'm going to need some. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna leave as my negative space just these lines in between it. I think I would be happy with that. Instead of doing blobs, I'm kind of spread it out. Go back, see, because I'm over here.
Okay.
Stone Coat, you did not let me down. This is amazing. All right.
Oh, I can't wait till I make mine.
Huh?
But I can't wait till I make mine.
I know, I'm excited for you to make yours. Gonna add a little bit right here. And right here. I don't know. Let's put a pop of silver on top and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh yeah. Look at that silver. He's like, all right, I'm here. What's up? I feel like I need something like right here a little bit.
Wandering Heart said, I'm doing really good. Love the colors you chose today. And negative space always looks great.
Thank you.
Jean said, good idea, definitely leave some of the negative space. It makes the colors pop. It does actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like the red pops out.
My hand's like shaking.
The silver's like, I want to hide from, but then like, hide from.
Jesus. Alright, well, I'm not using that tablet ever again for this. I truly apologize, guys. But going with my phone like last time was probably the best bet. Because it didn't give me any issues.
Why is it still loading? And then refreshed it.
Oops. Lordy, lordy. Alright, I'm very sorry. I will fix that issue. It's a new tablet, it's a new camera. I was trying to upgrade from going live on my cell phone and it didn't go so well, obviously, so I will figure it out, I promise. Is anybody still writing? Like, can they see me?
Terry said no apology needed.
Oh, that's annoying.
It's still going here though.
Okay, so maybe it's that tablet. Alright, I think I am done. I'm pretty happy with it. Overall. I'm gonna bring you guys back. Is it working?
Yeah.
Okay, wanna bring it back here?
I just had to restart it.
Okay.
Put that back.
Is it upside down? I thought the camera was upside down. I'm like, what's going on?
No, it's just a tablet.
Alright, so,
Why did it tilt sideways?
I don't know. We're having issues. But at least we're all in this together. This is where I'm gonna stop.
That looks really good.
Those cells are insane. And that is, where am I? Gosh, this is why I'm not a cameraman for a living. That's it. The struggle was real today, y'all.
It was.
Very real, and I apologize. Alright, so I'll change my camera and my tablet because I'm not very happy with the image quality on this camera anyway. But this is basically it. I will post pictures on my Facebook page at Vibrant Expressions 1209. Just type that in if you don't already follow me. And also on my Instagram, Vibrant Expressions 1209. And you guys will see what it looks like when it's fully cured, you know, around this time tomorrow. But thank you for sticking with me through my struggles. And Stone Coat, check them out, their website, stonecoatcountertops.com. Everything they have for sale is listed right there. They're amazing, they'll work with you, their customer service is incredible, and their products is amazing. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed already to my channel, please subscribe and turn on your notifications, just so if you forget I'm ever going live, it should notify you. And if you haven't thumbs up already, please thumbs up this video. So thank you guys, and we will see you again next weekend when my lovely assistant, Miss Jules, will be making her own very first piece, and that's exciting, and I'll be making a piece along with her, so you guys can see two things at the same time. So, that's all I got, folks. Have a happy weekend. Mwah!